On April 19, Netflix revealed that it had lost a major portion of members, mainly due to an ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Netflix's shares now have fallen to record low levels after the streamers revealed its intentions to impose higher fees on users who share their memberships with others outside their homes. Netflix has indeed fallen to its lowest position after a period of amazing expansion. The market capitalization of the streaming site fell by $50 billion, the largest drop for Netflix ever, as the firm's shares fell by a further 35%. The company's stock had already fallen by more than 40%. Netflix's stock price was $226.19 per share on April 20. After Q4 membership ads performed poorly and indicated a deceleration of its prior expansion, the streaming company already lost $49 billion in market valuation in the year. This video will be about how Netflix lost the streaming war. Legendary billionaire investor William Ackman sold off a $1.1 billion investment in Netflix due to this surprise drop in share value. The shares had only been acquired by Ackman's hedge fund, Perishing Square Capital Management, 3 months prior. According to several news, Ackman reportedly wrote a statement outlining his choice. While Netflix's business is fundamentally simple to understand, in light of recent events, we have lost confidence in our ability to predict the company's prospects with a sufficient degree of certainty. The business lost 200,000 subscribers throughout January and March of this year, and it anticipates losing an additional 2 million between June and August. Netflix CEO Reed Hastings defended the company's decision to clamp down on the estimated 100 million households that leak passwords without receiving any additional money, and to partially attribute the decline in subscribers to excellent competition as well. As a course of action, Netflix announced pricing increases for customers who have sub-accounts from outside their homes. Additionally, the streamer intends to introduce less expensive ad-supported tiers, a widespread practice among other streamers like Hulu and the music streaming service Spotify. Hastings commented, "I know it's disappointing for investors, and it is for sure, but internally we're geared up, and this is like our moment to shine. This is when it all matters, and we're super focused on achieving those objectives and getting back into our investors' good graces." With more than 220 million customers, Netflix remains the world's top streamer despite all these casualties. How subscribers and investors react to the site's adjustments will be determined over the coming months. With a membership plan, you can now access Netflix's huge library. Employment losses. After eliminating 150 employees in May, the streaming juggernaut announced it was eliminating 300 more positions, or around 4% of its staff, mainly in the U.S. The employment losses at Netflix come as there are concerns in the U.S. about the end of the labor market boom the nation has seen since the epidemic is growing again. The tech industry is showing signs of slowing down, with startups laying off about 27,000 employees since May, approximately twice the total recorded for all of 2021, as per Layoffs, a website that records publicly disclosed redundancies. In recent months, businesses in the housing market have also reported hundreds of layoffs. This week, the chief of the American Central Bank testified before Congress that while measures to stabilizing pricing by increasing interest rates run the dagger of causing a protracted economic downturn, they were still worthwhile. Jerome Powell, the head of the Federal Reserve, stated, "We're not trying to provoke and don't think we will need to provoke a recession." But in response to a query, he acknowledged that it's absolutely a possibility. Netflix attributes its recent downturn to very old issues. This was the first time in the last 10 years that Netflix lost subscribers, although the firm had previously anticipated adding 2.5 million new subscribers. According to Netflix, there will be a further loss of 2 million paying users during the current quarter. The streamer cited 4 causes in its letter to shareholders. The first may be summed up by the statement, "Well, we can't control everything," which is hardly brand new information like the other points that Netflix mentioned. Since we watch most of our content on TVs, the business says it's increasingly evident that the rate of progress into our underlying addressable market is largely dependent on things we don't directly control, including linked TV adoption, on-demand leisure usage, and data costs. Account information exchange comes in second. Globally, Netflix had 222 million paying subscribers as of the end of the first quarter. It believes that these subscribers distribute their accounts to an additional 100 million households. The business estimates that over 30 million homes in the United States and Canada weren't being paid for their content, yet rampant swapping has long been the case. Media researchers at Moffett-Nathanson stated in a study that they found it curious that Netflix never revealed the "you can" data point sooner. Last but not least, the corporation cited the ongoing disruption caused by COVID, the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and rising prices. It's accurate to say that the suspension of operations in Russia cost 700,000 subscribers in Q1. Only 500,000 new subscribers were added within the same period, leaving Netflix with a $200,000 shortfall. Normal business processes would help, but Netflix would still fall short of its target of 2 million customers. In a letter to shareholders, Netflix explained how they plan to get out of this sticky situation. "We plan to re-accelerate our viewing and revenue growth by continuing to improve all aspects of Netflix, in particular the quality of our programming and recommendations, which is what our members value most. Those remedies are not brand new. Much like the issues Netflix is experiencing, the business is already stopping password sharing by running a trial in several Latin American regions that give users the opportunity to pay for extra households at a reduced price or lose access. There is no doubt that what Netflix referred to as more effective monetization of multi-household sharing is here to remain and will grow. We've always tried to make sharing with a member's household easy, with features like profiles and multiple streams, according to the company's message. While these have been very popular, they've created confusion about when and how Netflix can be shared with other households. During a Tuesday evening conference with analysts about the underwhelming Q1 results, Netflix executives said it will probably be a year before You Can members are given the same option. When that occurs, according to Netflix, income and viewing will be even more crucial growth metrics than the number of subscribers. Although there was no mention of creating an ad-supported option, the 12-page shareholder message went so far as to celebrate Netflix's win over movie rental giant Blockbuster Video more than 10 years ago. But during the webcam talk, Reed Hastings could not turn the conversation away from the issue. Hastings claimed, "Those who have followed Netflix know that I've been against the complexity of advertising and am a big fan of the simplicity of subscription. But as much as I'm a fan of that, I'm a bigger fan of consumer choice. And allowing consumers who want lower prices and are advertising tolerant to get what they want makes a lot of sense. So that's something we're looking at now. We're trying to figure out over the next year or two," Hastings continued. "But think of us as quite open to offering even lower prices with advertising as a consumer choice." The matter-of-fact disclosure by the company in the interview and not in the press release was odd and almost a throwaway line meant to grab attention, Moffett-Nathanson observed. Although it succeeded in gaining attention, there was no immediate improvement in the market cap. Although Moffett-Nathanson reduced its target price by a stunning $105 to $245 per share, it kept its neutral outlook on Netflix shares. The valuation objective may make the stock a buy because of how low it closed. Maybe Netflix can correct this ship that has suddenly gone awry with the ban of account sharing and on an ad-supported alternative. An ad-supported tier will enable the corporation to monetize visitors in undeveloped nations and open up a new income stream. Many potential Netflix customers in India and other parts of Africa are unwilling to spend $15 to $20 per month. Additionally, they have shown a readiness to watch advertisements to get streaming media. The practicalities were a subject that neither Hastings nor the shareholders' letters addressed. That's all there is for today. Leave us a comment with your thoughts on how Netflix lost the streaming war. Also, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed the video. And click the notification bell to never miss our videos. Stay tuned.